All right, guys, for today, we're going over X-Men keys. All right, guys, so again, we're just going over X-Men books and just some major keys. If we went over everything, we'd be here all day. Now, before we get started, I want to start this video the way I start a lot of the ones you've seen that are similar to this. Number one, this all came out of one collection, all right? These collections are out there. They're very few and far between, but they are out there. They still exist. That's number one. Number two, if you're new to the game and new to the hobby, you want to familiarize yourself with these covers, these numbers, these key issues, and why they're important. Because if you're out there looking and you see them and you see a good price, you want to hop on it. Okay, with all that being said, we're going to get right into it, and we're going to start off with a bang. This is probably one of the hottest X-Men books right now. This is X-Men 129. This is the first appearance of Kitty Pryde, the first appearance of Emma Frost, and the first cameo appearance of the Hellfire Club. This book is on fire. 9.8 GPAs, well over $1,000. Unfortunately, this is not going to be a 9.8, and I'm probably not going to be sending this book to CGC. Next book is a long-term spec. All right, long-term. We're going out a ways. This is X-Men number 60. This is the first appearance of Sauron. All right, long-term spec, very affordable right now. This copy is probably close to a 6570. I won't be sending this out to CGC. I'll be trying to move this book raw. Again, all this stuff too, I'm going to end up moving and selling because I'm just, as much as I love the X-Men, you almost have to streamline your collections because you can't collect everything. Because if you do, you're going to be, it's too much. My collection is very streamlined. Green Lantern, Thor, Batman. As much as I love all this X-Men stuff and even the stuff we're going to get into, it's better off that I move it and use that money to pick up stuff that I'd rather have in my personal collection, maybe a higher grade Batman key or a higher grade Thor key. All right, going into the next one. This is X-Men number 50, a classic Jim Steranko cover. This actually is not the first appearance of Polaris. It might be the first full, but X-Men 49 is the first appearance of Polaris, but again, just a classic Steranko cover, and one of the anniversary issues because it's number 50. So a little bit of value here. This is not going to be going to CGC, but if you guys have the opportunity to ever meet Jim Steranko, I always recommend doing it. He's just a great storyteller. He has a beautiful signature, and this is a great book to get signed. They're all over the place, but again, X-Men 50. Next one, X-Men number 28. Another great cover in my opinion. Some people don't like it. This is the first appearance of Banshee. I really like this cover. Really like this book. It's old, man. X-Men 28. We're getting back. We're getting in there. All right, we're gonna recap. Here we go. X-Men 129, one of the hottest X-Men books out right now. First Kitty Pryde, first Emma Frost, first Hellfire Club. First appearance of Sauron right here. X-Men number 60. X-Men 50, first full Polaris, first Polaris. It's really 49, but 50 has that classic cover, so that gets all the love. X-Men 28, first appearance of Banshee. All right, familiarize yourselves with these books if you're new to the game. And we're going to move on. And none of these are going to CGC. And the reason I'm going to keep telling you about that is because we are going to do CGC unboxings, so it'd be pretty cool for you to see these here, see these raw, and then later down the line, you're going to see them graded. I'll do an unboxing, and I'm going to do my best to not know the grades. Sometimes I have to just check, but I'm going to do my best to open them in front of you while recording without seeing the grades. All right, got these. We're going to move on to another batch of 4. The next one is actually, they kind of go together. This is Uncanny XMen 141, 142. This is Days of Future Past. These books are always kind of moving together. They always kind of go together, bought and sold together. The 141 has a little bit more of a value and has a little bit of a better cover, in my opinion, more of a classic cover. I don't think this is going to CGC. It's probably close to a 9294. I mean, maybe. I'll think about it. Modern book, so it's a little bit cheaper to get done. 142 is not going to be going. A few spine ticks. It's from these books are from 1980, so they're not that old. Relatively speaking, they're not that old. So these do exist in 9.8. I think you can probably pick both of these up for almost $600 combined in 9.8s if you're looking to get that high grade. Next one is a great cover, classic X-Men book, huge story arc, major key. This is X-Men 101, first appearance of Phoenix. This will be going to CGC. This is a very high grade copy. I'm hoping to get over a 9 on this book. I love it. Love the cover. Love the colors. Love the arc. Next up, if this cover was better, there'd be a lot more value to this book. Unfortunately, it's not a great cover. This is X-Men 94. This is the first new team in the actual X-Men title. All right, Storm, Colossus, Nightcrawler, Wolverine. This is that group, their first appearance in the X-Men title. Yeah, they all showed up in Giant Size X-Men 1, but this is the first time with them together. This looks like a nice copy. I'm probably going to send this one out too. So you're looking at, definitely 2 of these books, maybe 3 of these are going to be going out to CGC. All right. Again, 141, 142, this is the Days of Future Past arc. 101, first Phoenix, and 94, first team appearance in the X-Men title. New team. Okay? Got these. Great books. This is a newsstand edition too. I love this cover. I love it. If I were to keep an X-Men book, something like this, or maybe a Giant Size X-Men #1 is something I would keep, just because I love the covers. We'll see. Sometimes I'm a snob. If this thing comes back like a 9.6, which I don't think it will, I will press it. I don't think it's a 9.6, maybe a 9.4. I'd probably still sell it. Okay, we're going to start hitting some older X-Men books. We're going into the 60s now. This is X-Men 14, first appearance of the Sentinel. This will probably, I don't know if I'm going to send this to CGC or not. Probably not. Just because it's more of a mid-grade, like a 5.6 in this condition. And I believe the 5.6s are only like a $200 to $250 book. Very, very affordable. Maybe $300, because all the X-Men stuff, just so you know, is climbing. It's all going up because the MCU and with Marvel's acquisition of Fox, and now the mutants are coming. So all of these books have green arrows on GPA. They're all going up. So you have the first appearance of Sentinel here, X-Men 14. Next big book. This one's probably going to go to CGC. X-Men 12, first appearance of Juggernaut. He's had his highs and lows in the movies. I don't know if we're going to see him again for a while. But again, a nice book to get graded. Even if it comes back a mid-grade, it's a pretty decent value. And people love these 2 books. I almost feel like these 2 books go together. Early silver X-Men keys. Next, we're going even earlier. And then we're also going to another long-term spec book. This is X-Men number 10, first appearance of Kazar and Zabu. If you really want to get, that's the saber-toothed tiger, if you really want to get picky. But first appearance of Kazar, this is X-Men 10. All right? So we're really getting it moving back there in time. We got one more villain for you. This is X-Men number 3, first appearance of the Blob. I will probably send this out. I might send all 4 of these out to CGC. I'm probably going to hang on to the Kazar for a bit. But these 3, Blob, Sentinel, and Juggernaut, get those 3 graded, go to a show, put them on the wall. They look fantastic next to each other. If you're an X-Men collector, you have to have these 3 books, right? These are 3 big villains. 14 is the first Sentinel. 12, first Juggernaut. 10, first Kazar. 3, first Blob. Got them? Probably all going to CGC. The hell with it. What the hell? We'll do an unboxing. It'll all be good videos, right? It'll all be fun. So, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty now. So what I wanted to do is probably eliminate these 2. We don't need these anymore. We're going to talk about 2 more books. They're both kind of relative to each other. One is much more expensive than the other, and obviously condition is everything. So the first one I wanted to talk about, this is definitely 100% going to CGC. The colors look good. The condition looks good. Everything is great about this book. This is Giant Size X-Men number 1. Huge, major key. Another book that's on fire. This is the second appearance of Wolverine. First Storm, first Colossus, first Nightcrawler, and those are the only ones that count. But anyway, this is in beautiful condition. Colors are popping. Looks great. Off to CGC. Probably right after this video, I'll get it all cleaned and pressed and sent out. Excellent book. If I were to guess, this book may come back an 8.0. Maybe even a little better. Beautiful. Now the next one, I know what you're thinking. The only thing better than this and that we haven't talked about is probably an X-Men 1. But you're mistaken. X-Men 4 kind of has a lot of that value too. Maybe depending on the grade, obviously. This collection did come with an X-Men number 4, except it came in shambles. It was pieces. It's a 0.5, if that. We're going to talk about instead X-Men number 1. This book did come in this collection as well. This collection came with a complete run of X-Men, missing issue 2, all the way to about 250 or so. This book will be going to CGC. This is the first appearance of the X-Men, as well as Magneto, first Professor X, Iceman, Cyclops, Beast, Angel, and Jean, Marvel Girl. This book is on fire as well. This is starting to become unaffordable with the MCU and the Fox and all that we just talked about. 2 huge books, climbing and climbing fast. First time I've ever found this in a collection. I've picked up maybe 1 or 2 of these before in collections, but never together, obviously. And all the X-Men stuff, again, with a near complete run of X-Men through, like, what did I say, 250 or so. You're missing, I didn't show you a lot of keys, but there was a lot in there. I mean, everything. But these were the 2 I did want to highlight and kind of end the video with, because these are the big boys. They are both complete. They are both in great condition. They're both going to CGC. You will see these guys on the return end, so you'll see what the grades come back as. So now, again, I'm hoping this is an 8 or better. Watch it be a 7.5 and I look like an idiot. But this book, I'm thinking, might be a 3.0. 3.0, you know, nothing to sneeze at. Nothing great. Not over the top great, but still very, very expensive book. And awesome cover. I love this cover. I love this cover. It's going to be hard to sell these knowing that I have them together in a collection. You know, they go great together. I love that X-Men 101, that first Phoenix. I love that cover. But again, with the hobby, you know, you kind of want to streamline. If I keep these 2 books, then I'm going to want to keep the Sentinel, the Juggernaut, the Blob. I'm going to want to keep all of it because that's just the way I am. I'm a completist. I like getting all of the keys. So they're all here, all the ones that matter. But I could probably turn these books into some really high-grade Batman, Thor, Green Lantern stuff that I either have and I can upgrade the grade, or I don't have and I can add books to my collection. So, guys, that's it. Please hit the thumbs up. Please feel free to share this video in all your Facebook groups and friends. Don't forget to leave a comment. Outstanding right here. I was thrilled to find these in there. He knew he had this. And if you go back, and I'll put the link in the video about acquiring this collection, when I asked him what his best book was, and I talk about that in the video, but I never tell you exactly what it was, this was it. He said, I have an X-Men number 1. So that's when it piqued my interest to actually go look at this collection and get my hands on it and basically acquire it. So off to CGC, off to CGC. A lot of these books are off to CGC. You're going to see them on the return side of things. You're going to see them fully graded and to see if I'm a good grader or not. So 8-0, 3-0. Fingers crossed. Thanks for watching again. Hit the thumbs up. Please leave a comment, and I'll see you guys later.